sitting at $29. It's cute. The player pot is sitting at $100.50. I need you guys to discuss and send someone up here who is royally flushed at this moment.
I don't think
I'm
we
gonna
should
put-
pick Chad. I think they want us to pick Chad.
I'm gonna put a minute
Yeah,
on the clock.
Oh, Billy.
She
What
said
is-
no.
I mean,
yeah,
what is royally flushed?
Yeah. Royally fucked?
Flush.
Flushed. Oh.
Which is
Yeah,
like
we
a
were
card
already
game.
talking.
Wait, no, but like royally flushed.
I know how to play poker.
No, I just
You wanna play-
it would be
Here
fun
you
for
go.
you to
I'll
do
try
it.
it. Yeah, whatever it is.
Oh, oh.
New person, yeah.
Okay.
It's a new blood, new blood.
Well,
Chad's
it was-
already done
Well,
something.
you did say discuss. I just kind of.
Do you want to do
You
it,
kinda
Billy?
just-
I'm
you
okay
just-
with either one of you.
Volunteered. But...
For Nick, raise your hand.
Nick? Oh, I'll do it.
Oh,
Information's always good to get when you're
No.
Is it split 5-5?
Really?
I think it's 5-4.
Yeah. If you
Or
if
6
you want to
four.
go, you can.
There's 11. There's 11
Alright,
players.
alright. Billy's gonna do
There
it.
you go.
As long as it wasn't somebody who's
As long as it's someone in a maroon shirt, that's all I care
Yeah,
about.
see the new-
All right. You're just gonna stay right there for me.
Which hand do you care beside?
Right hand is fine. It doesn't really matter. I just
You
want.
told us the last time.
I know. I'm trying to be nice. Remember?
That's true.
All right.
I like that color.
Yeah, I like blue. There's a trade.
I know you did. I know you didn't. You don't know the mission, but I need you to pick which team you think will win.
I think our team's gonna win.
He's got
Is it 2
Oh.
teams and 3 teams?
He has to pick. It's 2 teams.
He's not on a team?
No, you're just gonna pick.
I think we should say that.
What do you pick?
Oh, he picked.
I think that's Steve.
Which one? This one? Okay.
I know, right?
So now you can get into your mission. Agents, Michigan is home to some breathtaking Instagram-worthy picture sites, as you can see. The Pictured Rock, sand dunes, and Mackinac Bridge, just to name a few. Your mission today is to recreate some of these beautiful places by putting together a 500-piece puzzle of Michigan with some of these various destinations within 90 minutes. The player pod is rewarded for each successful team of individuals that completes the puzzle. So there's 2 puzzles. Each completed puzzle earns $20 to the player pot. The mole pot is rewarded for each team that does not complete this puzzle. Each incomplete puzzle earns the mole $20. So there's $40 up for grabs here. Any questions?
All of the A ones are stuck together. Look at that.
Do you think it spells something?
Thank you. No, it's just to let you know you can do it by quadrant, which will make
Not
this
being
go.
stupid.
So 90 minutes is not is kind, is hard by yourself. But when you have quadrants, it changes the whole thing because you'll put all the B2s together, all the A2s, all the B1s, and stuff like that.
My guess, by the way, with Billy picking us is if we win, maybe he gets an exemption, or he could be in a position like I was
To
negotiating.
negotiate
Yeah.
it. Yep.
That's nice for him. I mean, I still think we should try to win.
Well, and I
Well, yeah,
no,
no,
I
just
like
yeah.
Yeah, because maybe we'll get something good too.
I think the Joker's out. He got it. There's probably a Joker. There's a Joker in each box. I was too busy trying to get
I
it.
wasn't even looking. I just seen it, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna snatch it up if I see it.
Well, I mean, you should.
But
I don't fault you at all for that.
yeah, I mean, it would be.
Dumb if you didn't.
I think everyone else we should talk about who should get it. If you find one, we'll all vote and work together
Yeah, that's
and
not happening.
decide.
We're oversharing, but we're not oversharing everything.
How are we feeling about edge pieces right now?
There's not a lot over here.
I have a bunch. These are all
okay.
edge pieces here. And then I'll start.
This is the bottom corner, so put
Here's-
this together. Together on the bottom. Nope, one more. I need one more like
This
weird
is gonna
tip.
be this is gonna be on the side, Wisconsin. And that's probably not mine.
We need this one. They don't fit together right here.
What
It doesn't fit.
what's the B4?
B4.
What's this one? So it's a B4
It should
piece.
fit. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me just put you. See, it doesn't. It's too low. Look at that. It doesn't.
It is
It's
possible.
a B4 piece.
Yeah, it's possible to be 4 pieces in the wrong spot.
I'm gonna look.
Right there. That I does not match up.
Indiana. It spells it.
Yeah, but that's that.
Oh,
I
that's
is
it.
not
That's it.
the-
That's it. You're right. You're right. Right. That doesn't.
How's this shit go?
I'm going somewhere else.
Oh, this goes here. I see. You do have to push them in a little bit sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed. This doesn't go here. Ooh.
Okay, there you go.
Come back here, my friend. Any more bees? Oh, there is.
No, this.
Two right here.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it, Kim. But it's gonna be around here somewhere. With these little cars.
Okay. Can I have like? I'll do. This is a C2.
Say.
Oh, indeed.
Just put that anywhere.
D, B, C, B.
You sound like me doing the
I'll stop
puzzle
talking.
upstairs. No, you're fine.
Yeah, you did talk to yourself, didn't you? You're like,
Yeah, I was like, this play goes here.
I can at least play music, you know.
So they voted for you as you being royally flushed. So we're gonna give you a mission that you're gonna play by yourself. Here's how it works. Upstairs, for 90 minutes, they have to build 2 puzzles. Each team is doing their own puzzle. I believe it's $20 for the pot if they complete it. What you just decided is you said that you believe the purple team will complete it first. So part of that was if your guess is correct, you get $5 to the player pot. If that's incorrect, that goes to the mole pot. Here's some decisions you get to make. I will offer you, if you want to take $5 out of the player pot and move it to the mole pot, I will make that first $5 bump up to $20.
Let's do it.
Good? Okay. Okay. So now, the next part for you is the fun part. So your mission. The offer has been extended. So the way that the mission is going to work is you're going to now play for an exemption. You have 90 minutes to get all of the chips on the board to yourself. Here's how it works. Have you ever played blackjack?
Yes.
That's what we're playing. So right before I deal, everybody puts a chip in the middle. I play face up like the dealer would. You guys each have 1 down and 1 up. You hit me all of that. The highest person gets all of the chips for that round. We keep going and going and going until you've won all of the chips or the time is up. If they finish the puzzle before time is up, you lose the exemption. No money's granted, no money changes. You still have your $20 offer depending on what they do. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so Drew, are you up? What would you do?
No cards.
Nope. Okay. What are you gonna do, Billy?
No cards.
Okay.
Hit me. Busted.
Busted. All right. 17. What do we got?
19.
19. You got it. Those are yours.
Hit. Hit. Busted.
All right.
I'm good.
Good. When in doubt, stay.
Stay.
Stay. Okay. Go flip it over. I go see you. Yep. Oh, I need to put in a chip. All right. Let's go this way, Drew. What do you want?
Hit me. Hit me. Okay, I'm staying. Staying. Staying.
Okay, flip your cards.
21. 18.
Oh, bam. Alright, Billy Love, you go first.
Stay.
Stay. Okay. Good flip. So 17, 9, 17, 20. You're good.
So, I basically was voted as royally flushed. Got taken down into a room by myself. Was offered to take $5 out of the pot and give it to the mole's pot to double the pot if the team of my choice won the mission. I also was given an offer for an exemption, which if I won blackjack, I would get the exemption. And after a stressful game, I managed to win the exemption, which I will not be telling anybody because I don't think they need to know at this moment.
Why do you keep doing that? It's pissing me off.
Oh, we got yellow code. Okay.
Those are this. B1s. Okay, B1s are up high, so. Or B1, B3. Oh, that's interesting. It's falling down with the thing above it. Are the trees there yet? No. We broke apart. Broke apart.
Sorry.
Mayday, mayday.
Okay.
Oh no, they're laughing downstairs. I don't want them to laugh. They need to be angry.
You need to be crying.
I need, what are these? Oh, they're B3s. They need to come down.
Oh.
Yeah, some of these pieces fit together pretty hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, you really have to push
need
them.
to shove. Get a little grip behind it.
Can I see the box?
Yes. You can always take the box. Wait a minute. No, okay, it's that one.
Well, stop. Stop.
I know.
Come along and see me sometime.
Oh.
Oh. No, I think I've gotten some of the useful information, like talking to like people like alone.
Same. I think it's better when I talk to people alone. Talking to people
I mean, I
alone
enjoy
is-
talking to people more alone as well. So it's good. Because it's like hard to be like more honest, like with more people that are around. You know what I mean?
Well, everyone gives the same standard answers, I feel like.
Right. Making some interesting theories.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the only thing I've heard about the wall. I didn't even notice it. Drew told me.
The Chad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
Look at you clocking it. Yeah, damn.
Well. Yeah. Well, we all, everybody. It's kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I was already just like thinking about Chad because he's like.
I go back and forth on him. I'm like,
he's taking up too much space in my mind because
Same.
like, kind of like enigmatic, but like also like he's probably won like $500,000 in poker money. Like
yeah, the whole thing about like,
he told me that he's like, you'll find out after this, but I'm like pretty big like in the poker world, and I'm like, I'm sure you are.
Why?
Congrats, awesome.
What was the point of even lying? Like, even from just a normal game points.
Troll. I don't know. It's like again, like if his game is either as an agent, he's gonna troll so hard that like it's like people are gonna think he has to be the one because like who would do it? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To throw people off, or if he's the more same thing, but like with the reverse thinking of like, oh, if I troll so hard, nobody will go for me, and then
They'll
like
think
yeah.
you're draw off. Like, yeah.
So I mean, in a way, you could think about it. There's always like both sides of it.
I know.
It so comes down to just your like little,
What
the
do you think's
little
going on?
inside voices.
Your
in
gut
head.
feeling.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, we got yellow coat. Okay.
B1s. Okay, B1s are high, so B1, B3. Oh, that's interesting. It's falling down with the thing above it. Are the trees there yet? No. We broke apart. Broke apart.
Sorry.
Mayday, mayday.
Okay.
Oh no, they're laughing downstairs. I don't want them to laugh. They need to be angry.
Baby crying.
I need, what are these? Oh, they're B3s. They need to come down.
Oh.
Yeah, some of these pieces fit together pretty hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, you really have to push
you
them.
need to shove. Get a little grip behind it.
Can I see the box?
Yes. You can always take the box. No, okay, it's that one.
How much time do we have?
Oh, this goes below the furniture fair. Here we go. The circus tent.
Approximately 17 minutes.
Don't say that, you make me
Yeah,
nervous.
so yeah, keep plugging away.
No.
That's gonna go
Is that his head? No, that doesn't fit right. Or does it? God, these are so hard to tell. Yeah, that's him screaming at that thing.
And this goes to the furniture fair as well, I believe, the bottom.
Thank you, it does.
Okay. Just have a couple more pieces here. Oh, this probably goes not here. This probably doesn't go here.
Yeah, that goes. There you go.
That doesn't? I'm just kidding.
Where does this freaking lady go?
What's something called, like, can I see the box after? Something called sugar or something?
Is there a baby on a beach anywhere?
A baby on a beach?
There is a bake, but I don't know if it's on the beach. I can't. I'm trying to get this. Figure out how to get those. It's got there's some water that's doing it like the streams. That's what that is. No, see.
This says
Sugar. Traily water. Which one is one? B3s. Where are B3s typically going?
Oh, I don't remember.
Now we're just looking for shapes, right? We're just putting it
Yeah.
together, how it's going to go. Nope, but it's going to be like that.
Pine trees are mostly up top,
Here,
right?
there we go.
And
Yep, they are. That's mine. Yep.
Mine's right there.
Two more pieces, people.
Don't tell me who's got this one.
Find me this one.
And then who's got this one.
That doesn't go down there. Oh, that goes there. Where is it? It's okay. It's on the floor.
Hold on. No, I'm serious. We've been dropping them. We have.
You've been dropping them?
We have. They've been on the floor.
On purpose.
Not. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Sometimes they get under it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because mine got all the way under here. Are you shitting me?
This is gonna be
I knew this was gonna happen. Look at what the fuck. Hold on. Move all the chairs. Right here.
Get it.
Oh, good job. That's not it. That's a different puzzle.
Fuck.
You gotta be shit.
This one fits. See, make sure there's nothing
How many?
underneath.
Two?
No,
One,
missing
just one.
Three?
One. Motherfuckers.
hold on. Like, yeah, we
Seriously, you can
They are really stuck together.
Does anyone? We don't have our cell phones.
Well,
Can you call the company
So-
that will send our replacement? No.
they probably made sure.
Is it in your beanie?
No, you can check my. You can check
Look in the
everything.
chairs.
We'll do a pat
John, check all we need to.
We'll do a cavity search.
Yeah, check through all your
Seriously.
pockets, John.
Somebody stole it. It's fine.
Well, I mean,
It's
I'll
all
prove
the
I
name of the
didn't.
game.
No, that pisses me off.
Also because
No, I'm not happy. That pisses me off. I get that the mold does that, but fuck.
This isn't, you go up there and they say you
Yeah.
got to sabotage it, and so
It sounded
you
more
get
like
a
somebody trying to
exemption.
Well, no, I'm-
sabotage me.
Well, no, okay, I honestly, no offense. I would love for Jesse to really let us know.
but you know what?
I mean, I'll empty my pockets and everything in between.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I got the shamrock, as you guys all know.
yeah, and I have a shamrock in my back pocket. That's the only pocket. I don't have pockets in my pants,
I don't have shit.
and I don't have. This is just a shirt, and I'm getting shoved it down my butt.
Look, I don't have it. I don't have it. How much time do we have left? I mean, it's,
And
It
then-
doesn't
have about
matter
8
now.
minutes.
I mean, it's not like the
Yeah,
fucking
somebody
piece of
took
shit.
someone
it.
might
They're
have
not
thrown
gonna-
it like over here.
That's my only guess too. Is that maybe they didn't want it on them, so they just threw it somewhere.
Threw it.
Or like, you know,
Yes,
just
but, well, pieces were falling on the floor, but I would go down and grab them, and I heard it.
I mean, I didn't do it on, like, if I ever knocked a piece on the ground, it wasn't on purpose.
Oh shit,
That's a lot of Oreo cookies. I want to do an Oreo cookie challenge.
God damn it. And it's not like under the table. I'm just making
Well,
sure.
it'd be interesting if they're missing one piece downstairs because maybe you guys had to take a piece to get your reward.
Okay.
Just,
I think we're going back to the beer thing of trying to.
no, I'm just
Sabotage
going
it.
different
We were gonna
possibilities.
be done. We were gonna win.
I mean, we got 15 minutes.
Motherfuckers.
Maybe it's no.
I keep checking myself, just thinking maybe did I get my pocket? But I didn't. I'm throwing everything in my pockets out, even my chapstick.
Dang, where's my peppermint chapstick?
Just feeling everything.
There can't. It's legit.
About 6 minutes
Sorry
left.
if you broke your back on that. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't. Hi, Matt.
How are you guys feeling?
Not so
Not
great.
good at all.
What happened?
We're missing a piece.
Do you think there was only, there was never, this is the
Yeah.
possibility.
Is this like? Can we ask for a check? Is this maybe it's supposed to? Maybe they left
Took one out.
That is not correct.
I don't think so.
Production did it to make us crazy.
I just no. If I find that fucking piece in my room, because I am in the room,
I swear.
just
I
letting you
didn't
know,
do it.
that is
do
my
it.
room.
Nobody really got up. Like us three stayed there.
We
the
stayed
whole
in here,
time.
and,
Or
every
four.
time we heard a piece hit the floor, I went down and I got it.
I wouldn't.
It
I've
would
never
have
heard
only
it
taken a split second
Oh,
for
wow,
somebody
we have
to
that light on,
hone
help.
it.
Nah, we just solved it.
How minutes time?
You have
Sorry.
5 minutes.
How many?
5.
Come on, come find somebody.
It
Don't
wasn't
do
me.
it now.
It was not
Well,
me.
do it. Yeah, do it.
It was not me.
It's $20 for the mole if the mole's here.
Yeah.
And $20 less if you're just trying to get sus. It's $20 less that you'll win. This is like a big cash prize for this
Yeah.
game. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them are really low.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I
they
don't-
might
I
get
mean-
an advantage. Well, the advantage was the coins were in them, so the jokers.
But I would assume there's
There's a
going to
joker in the
be.
box.
Wait, show your Joker. Was it on it?
It was in the box. The
No,
first
but
thing we
was it
opened it, and
included
I said,
in
"Oh,
the-
I'll
No.
take this."
You can have it, but lay it down. Let's see what that does. But you can have it back. I won't take it. We trust
Or
you.
with a check? Is that it?
That is incorrect.
We figured. I'll try anything at this point.
Can we check your footage to see who threw the puzzle piece?
So here, this is how it's going to be then, right? So if we go and Missy, if they fail because they're missing one piece too,
It's gonna be
we know
sus.
something is up.
And no, like
I actually more sus on you.
why? Because I'm like making the.
Because you talk a lot, and you're making a lot of excuses, you're kind of jittery.
That's just me.
It was really not me. I only went up there and they came back down.
And you got one of these?
They didn't give it to me yet.
Hey, does anyone
I'll
else
give
have a
this
piece?
to one
Tom,
of you
have a
if you have
piece?
the piece and bring it out right now.
Wow.
wish I could.
I wish I could too.
Yeah, I totally would. But I wouldn't do that.
Okay, wait. What section is this?
It is B3. Make sure it's all B3.
Oh, yeah.
Don't change. B3,
Well, can I see what that looks like?
B3. Oh yeah, I mean look, it's B3. It's like B3.
No, I just want because
Oh,
like I'm looking if that was the kind of puzzle I was doing. If
Was
I
I sorting B? Of course, probably.
No, and B3 and B4. So B4 is above right there. So it could be a B3, B4.
I did not work on bees.
I did.
I worked on
Yes.
bees. I worked on
I
bees.
did over here.
I did work on bees.
I did
That's why
up to
keep checking
here,
because
but
my
I
sleep
didn't
was
do
right
any
here,
of
so
these
I was checking
bottoms.
my sleep.
We were both sorting B's at the same time, and I don't
I mean,
know.
when Ice was sorting all through.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
Look, y'all ain't looking. I ain't worried about it.
Go for it. I'll straight. I don't even
Well,
care.
and my thing is, I just wanted to make sure it didn't end up in my sleeve because I knocked it over more than once.
No.
that would be so
It's not my
weird
band
if
either.
it was like in my sleeve now.
So weird. It'd be so weird.
You just step
Oh,
on.
so dusty, by the way.
Are you saying that?
I'm gonna sneeze. It's so gross under here. So gross. That was unattractive. God damn it.
You lost $5. So the player pot is now at $95.50.
You said
Let him explain this.
Yeah, but I need to let me get through the whole thing.
sorry.
Players, you lost $5. So the new player pot is at $95.50. The mole went up. The mole gained $60. So the mole is now at $94.
So I was given an offer downstairs.
Okay.
If the team I picked won, if I paid $5, if they won, the offer would have been, the money would have been $20. Or no, double, right? It was double. It was double.
It would have been $5.
So you bet.
Right, so I bet
$5
$5 to double.
I don't think that's bad.
That's not too bad.
No, that's a good.
We got
It's a good investment. We would have won.
We'd have won 40 instead.
Extra because it's the buzzers was tough.
Yeah, probably. That's why they got 60.
That makes
There's
sense.
one, two.
I mean, I'd risked it too.
We were done 10 minutes ago, but one piece was missing. And it was taken because we searched everywhere.
Okay, and then Matt has one more announcement before you guys start chit-chatting.
So, there was an advantage that was offered halfway through, about 30 minutes into the challenge. And the first individual from each team was able to collect a joker. And those individuals were Missy and Corey.
Yeah, so the poker puzzle game. So it was me that was the one that hit the one piece and my wristband, and yeah. So why did I do it? Part of it was maybe just wanting to stir the pot a little bit, and to see, because I feel like that there hasn't really been too much suspicion on me because I'm naturally quiet, and I think people will just write me off a bit. And so part of me was thinking maybe if I could do something a little bit bigger, or at least point the suspicion sort of like in my direction or team or so, then people might start noticing me maybe a little bit more there. So yeah. Didn't really expect it to pan out as to like how much shouting there was or so there. But yeah, so it was interesting. It did feel a little good.
Oh my gosh, the drama never stops. So we were upstairs. It was me, Kim, Chad, Matt, and Corey. And we were working on a puzzle the shape of Michigan, and we had 90 minutes to finish a 500-piece puzzle. We were making a lot of progress, doing really well. Kim and Chad are great puzzle people. They were doing a really good job. me and Corey were doing okay, and Matt isn't great at puzzles, is something I've noticed. During the game, Corey got an opportunity we all had an opportunity to go run to a room to get a joker, but Corey bolted at like insane speeds up the steps, and nobody else had a chance to even react, and he was already up there. And so he was gone for like half an hour. When he finally came back, we were close to the end of the puzzle. We were getting closer finishing the puzzle. Then there's one piece missing. So we pull out all the chairs. We're looking on the floor. We're looking where the pieces moves the table. The piece isn't there. People start freaking out. People are yelling, screaming, accusing each other of having the puzzle piece. Kim was really upset. She was blaming me. We all were pulling our pockets out, and more dry. It was very crazy. It felt just like being on TV. I didn't take the puzzle piece. I'm suspicious of Chad. I'm suspicious of Matt. Matt was putting pieces in the wrong place that made no sense. They did not fit. He was jamming them in there. I saw him. He did the same thing when we did a puzzle earlier in the show. So a lot of suspicion. It caused a lot of animosity between everybody. It got my heart racing. I am happy if people are suspicious of me, because I feel like I come off too genuine. But if people are looking for reasons to suspect me and they think I did it, that's fantastic. But it was a little hard to take some blame when I didn't do anything, but I just had to relax and be like, okay, this is good for me. So I don't know if people thought I did it, Matt did it, Chad, Kim could have done it, and she's a great actress. I don't know.
No, when we started the puzzle game, we were instructed to select one person who would hold a royal flush. Now, having just discovered that Chad is a World Series champion poker player, we all already knew this, but he was lying about it, and it's like, why are you lying about it? You are a troll, but also possibly the mole. The mole is gay. Very gay. I'm pretty sure the mole is very gay. So Chad, so I didn't want it to be Chad, because I was like, I suspect you, I don't like it, I hope he doesn't volunteer, royal flush, poker, he didn't volunteer. But I was like, how about Billy? Because last night, or whenever it was that Billy thought that he was going to be eliminated when he wasn't eliminated, I went out and talked to him and gave him some information and tried to get some information from him in case he was gonna be the one to go, and was like, it's gonna be okay, buddy, whatever. And then he didn't go. So I guess I am kind of sticking with that now. Cause he's not the mole, and I know that, and he's been pretty useful. And I would like him to stay around, so I wanted to secure him a chance to get an exemption. And as that one person's position would likely do that, in my mind, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Billy should do it. Billy should do it. Because he's royally screwed. Generally, people were like, that was the general group think, is that he's not really too on to what is or what is not. But Nick stands up and is like, I volunteer as tribute. And I say, but why? We are talking about this. Somebody said, well, why don't we discuss it? Why aren't we discussing it? And Nick just stands up and I'll do it. And everybody's just like, huh? And in my mind, Nick is the mole at this point in the day. And I am not giving the mole an exemption because they don't need to have one. And I was already confident holding 2 jokers that I would be fine. So I wanted somebody that I liked to stick around, and Billy got that exemption, tried to keep it a secret for a little while, to no avail, not that it mattered, but you're welcome, Billy. You're welcome. So we are separated into teams of 2, and we're going to be doing identical puzzles in separate rooms. I was in a room with Wendy, Dawn, John, and Nick. So 2 of my suspects, and John and Nick are in the room with me, and I'm watching them very closely. John has popped up from the radar today, as well as Matt, because he's doing the same thing. Are these people just like being like, oh, I'm getting bored, I have to do too much because everybody else is doing, but not everybody else is doing, everybody's doing too much. But the puzzle, we quickly realized that there was a grid system on the back that was labeled A1, B1, B2, etc. And so we started sorting them into that. And then Wendy is really good at puzzles that we know from the escape room lighthouse game. So we put her in charge of like sitting, and we'd like sort them for her, and she would do the edges, and that was pretty good. I was getting a little bored. I was very bored. An hour and a half was a long time to sit through this. I was waiting for anything else to happen. And when Will announces to us that there is a Joker available in the blue room, and the first person to find Stephanie wins, I immediately, upon the word blue room, escaped from my seat and run to the door. I was right next to the door. My chair was right there, and I was doing very poorly at the puzzle, so I didn't really care to continue. I was not helping. And if that was mulish of me, then that's great. I don't think that anybody's really suspecting me right now, seriously, but if they do, I don't mind. But I was getting that Joker come hell or high water. John decides that he's going to reach for the door, but my hand is on it. My body is against the threshold of where the jamb meets the door, where it opens. I was there. And all of a sudden, he's on me. And it was very, to be clear, unviolent. And any statements contrary to that are fabrication to arouse suspicion. Rumors, lies, and fabrication. But he grabbed the door. He looked at me. I was like looking up at him. Oh, hi, giant. And he's like, come on, And I was like, are you really gonna like push me out of the way of this? Are you gonna do that right now? And I got like really like indignant immediately, because I knew that would you got a little scared after I did that. And he was like, and then he left. And then so I ran up the stairs, but then I hear him running behind me, so I run a little quicker. And then I still don't remember which room is the blue room or the green room, so I like look real quick, both, but I see Stephanie right up the stairs, right to the right. I run in, amazing, fantastic. And John comes up there, and he's too late. Sucks for him, but I got to spend a nice half hour alone in heaven with Corey, and boy, did we have a good time. Because he was the one from the other team that got the Joker. Now, we spent a half hour up there. We are allowed to go back, and I care not to contribute, because I realize that within the time that is left, at the pace that they're going, with the pieces that are there, it is not going to happen. Dawn had told me after we failed that she saw John place pieces in his pocket. Now, we weren't really anywhere close to finishing, so I don't really think it makes a difference. But I'm not sure if she was trying to throw me off of that, because she knew that I was already suspecting John, or if she actually did see that. I haven't noticed that anybody else has said that, and I need to ask Wendy, because she would know. That because Billy told me that Wendy also knew about that. But I'm not sure. Gotta find out. But yeah, both teams failed. It sucked. We suck at jigsaw puzzles, and Kim is gonna go crazy over this lost piece, and she is, she won't stop. She won't stop, and nobody cares. Kim.
The puzzle was very interesting because I'm really good at puzzles. I do jigsaw puzzles for fun back home. And I also knew that Kim was a big puzzler. It's something we've talked about already during the game. And so the fact that we were on the same team and we learned the parameters of a 500-piece puzzle in 90 minutes with 5 of us, it was it was going to be a piece of cake. Like, we knew we were going to get it. We have strategy. We know how to put together jigsaw puzzles. And sure enough, we get to work. And I even said before the challenge started, I said, look, everybody, this is a very, very easy challenge for the mole to sabotage. It's a 500-piece puzzle. It's 90 minutes. We're all going to be super focused. All it takes is one piece to go missing and, successful sabotage. And we get to work. We're cruising. Everything's coming together. And with about 10, 15 minutes left in the challenge, we get to the last piece and it's nowhere to be found. And it was just very frustrating because as somebody who loves jigsaw puzzles, not having that last piece just leaves you very unfulfilled, just naturally, but let alone in this context, in this game, when it's costing us money. It just put me on high alert in terms of, okay, the mole is likely on this team. And, I tried to look at the silver lining of it though, because me calling that out at the beginning, based upon all the other stuff that's going on around me in the game with the poker stuff and the suspicions that were happening early on, a little more suspicion on me, can't necessarily be a bad thing. And, but even still, it was one of those very frustrating, and I definitely want to know who took it and hopefully find that out at some point.
I don't want to talk about that one. There was a missing piece.
So what happened with the missing piece?
I don't know. I did get really upset thinking it was going to end up in my bed because everyone saw how upset I got. I was like, if I find that piece anywhere in this house, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. You better just take that piece home with you. But then I also, my husband is a conspiracy theorist, so I like to make fun of him about stuff, but every time I'll go down that rabbit hole, so I went down my own rabbit hole. Our box, when you open the puzzle to get the pieces out, had a joker in it. The other team's box did not have a joker in it. At least everyone there said they didn't, and they all saw it open, so I'm assuming they didn't have one. And so we started thinking, and we don't know if this is a thing, so that's what's conspiracy is. We started thinking, could the mole have paid, if the mole or he or she's got a joker, it's useless to them, they don't care, and honestly, they don't care if someone uses it because they're not going home, they're just trying to mess things up and get more money. Would they have paid, would they have given one back to get a piece out of the puzzle? So here, give them that, but I want a piece. So we all started doing that too, because I didn't feel like anybody in our group was the mole, and neither did Corey, because Chad's coming down now. No, he's still my top, but he's not one. And, but I pushed Jesse up though, because I did think Jesse took it. So if anybody took it in that group, it was Jesse.
I think I'm the only one not frustrated by that. I love puzzles. Truly, I love doing puzzles. It's something that I do with my kids at home. So the team that I wasn't on, apparently they had one piece missing, and so they were like, this is frustrating. And our team didn't even get to finish the puzzle. We didn't have too many people on our team that were good at puzzles. And Nick and I were talking and everything, and John was very much like he kept changing what needed to be done. And I feel like hindsight's 2020. I probably should have been a little bit more assertive and said, no, I'm just going to stay here and do this. Don't have me keep going back and forth. But it is what it is. And there you go.
So I had to play. I was taken down to the basement and was given an offer to take $5 from the pot and give it to the mole and try and double our money on a team that I thought would win. If that team won, we would get double the money. While that was happening, I was also playing blackjack for an exemption, which I won. But apparently, while I was down in the basement, apparently there was a fight because of one of the teams that would have won, which was the team I picked. Somehow it wound up missing a puzzle piece, which they obviously couldn't get the puzzle done. And there was fights because someone apparently took it and all that.
So in Poker Puzzle, we divided up into two teams. Each team had to complete a puzzle piece. And then the odd man out was Billy. Billy was downstairs betting on blackjack in order to win an exemption. He won it. He didn't tell anyone he won it until after the quiz, so that was a big reveal. During the puzzle piece solving, the team I wasn't on almost completed their puzzle. They were missing one single piece. And this caused, I would say, the second uproar in the house, where no one knew who took the puzzle piece. Was it still in the box? Was it in someone's pocket? Never was found out. No one completed the challenge. The single challenge earned the mole the most money in the whole game so far, $60. No money in the agent's pot. The team I was on, I was slowing down the puzzle game, but I was trying to tell them how to play the puzzle. I don't think I'm high on anybody's list, so I'm just going straight for the money in most of these challenges. We were not able to complete it. No money in the agent spot.
In the puzzle picture mission, we were instructed that we must solve a puzzle in an hour and a half. My team consisted of Kim, Chad, Billy, Matt, and myself. Immediately I knew probably in this box was a joker or some sort, so I wanted to make sure I could immediately find it or grab it. So Kim dumped it on the table, but I wasn't quick enough to grab it. Obviously, Chad found it pretty quick, at least in front of us, so we knew he had it. Immediately we started sorting everything and trying to piece together the puzzle, because it was giving us sections that we could easily section them off. So I knew and felt confident that we were able to finish the one pretty quick. But I think pretty much halfway through, production came over and told us that there was an advantage upstairs for the first person who ran up there to find it. So I immediately, as soon as I heard that, ran to upstairs to the room and made sure I got this joker chip. And unfortunately, there was a penalty that came with it where I couldn't help my team get the puzzle, which seemed to be all right because I had full confidence that they were able to finish it without me. But little did I know when I came back down after spending my 30 minutes in there that the puzzle piece was actually missing. And immediately I took some heat about this. There was some deflection saying I took it and took it upstairs. There was other people saying that, throwing accusations at other people, and it was chaos. I mean, there was some pretty strong accusations and pointing of fingers at this point. So I'm not exactly sure who took the puzzle piece, but I know it wasn't me, and definitely some malicious behavior on my team, for sure.
Among you like to collect things. This role will require a quite extensive physical element. So I need 3 hands all the way up. So Jesse, Chad, and Corey. Jesse, Chad, and Corey. So I now need 3 of you who are good with your hands. So that is Nick, that is Billy, and Wendy. Nick, Wendy, and Billy. And then which 3 of you can focus on the details? So that's going to be John, Kim, and who's my third?
Matt.
Kim,
Sorry, not me, just.
and Matt. So who are my 2 that are left over? Dawn and Missy. And for you 2, I hope you are the 2 left that can take a shot.
Really?
Oh, but I might not.
So, again, so now everyone knows their roles. So I'm going to go through the entire challenge as an overview. It's very long, it's complicated. Like I said, overview. Once that's done, we will split you into your teams where your specific role will be drilled down and explained to you, okay? So, agents, Michigan is where the COVID-19 vaccine was manufactured, specifically right in the heart of Kalamazoo. But agents, you need to work fast today because there's a virus spreading again. So today you will be tasked with a role that is essential in the vaccine development process. This mission will be played relay style. So, Jesse, Chad, Corey, you are now known as inventory. So, inventory will be running throughout the house to find the ingredients for the vaccine. The only place that's off limits
is personal bedrooms, like
It's
bedrooms.
Personal bedrooms. Everywhere else is free game. So, Nick, Wendy, Billy, you are now known as the technicians.
Sweet.
So technicians will be responsible for preparing the vaccine. So you will use the items collected from the inventory people and mix everything together. John, Kim, Matt, you are now known as quality control. So you will be responsible for finishing the vaccines and giving them to our 2 patients.
So you take the shot.
And those assigned patient will need to consume the vaccine that is administered.
Administered how?
Oh, you guys.
And is there?
Okay, so now I'm basically gonna do just like a brief overview.
Because now I'm aggravated. So we just gotta finish that puzzle.
No, I knew when I got back, I was like, oh.
There was no way we were finishing that puzzle. Because
And I knew that I was reading, so I didn't.
I've been aggravated every time anybody asks about the puzzle, it aggravates the hell.
I know. What do the other things look like?
Try some coconut water.
What is it?
I have all 3 ingredients outside. Yeah, I haven't found any of that stuff yet.
You ever found grenadine or anything?
Grenadine, I have the 3 citrus.
What's the other thing? Coconut water?
Coconut water, pineapple juice.
Alright, let me go back upstairs. I don't know what the coconut water is. It like a open container of coconut water?
Just went down there and Will said no. They don't go down there.
We don't get cherries. We don't get cherries.
We get coconut, do we?
No, we get coconut. No, we get
Coconut and pineapple juice.
We got oranges, coconut, and pineapple. That's it.
Right on our sheet.
I have cherries. Where did they go?
Who's this? Will's yeah, definitely. Well, remember the Hardee's, we have some more juice over here.
I know, I got it. I'm getting it.
We did it with our hand though. That's what we're doing. We're doing with our hand.
We're missing grenadine.
I know.
Like, go double check all what's up here. Like, maybe it's just the eye.
Yeah, I think.
How many oranges have you done? I got 2 left. 2 left? Over here.
On your side?
Yeah. Maybe I'm not shooting.
I don't know. You seem to have more than I do.
Yeah, because I know how to use my hands. I
Like,
do
like
hands.
literally like squeeze the flesh. Like not even feel the flesh. Like get your hands soaked.
I got more juice. So.
Well, we can always do that.
Whipped cream. They gotta go downstairs.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Does everyone have a pineapple juice?
No.
No.
There you go. Okay. Oh, you know what?
I got coconut.
I got 3.
I don't even have coconut.
There's no, there's coconut. Oh, there's a coconut right here.
Sorry. So it's okay.
So is it just, do we split the one can
Oranges,
between all three
then
of them?
coconut
He can't
water.
answer you. Or he won't answer you like you did now.
Listen, it's
Oh, fuck! Keep going, they have extra. Come on, keep going, keep going.
Keep going.
But it's gonna go over my 10 though, wouldn't it?
You just need at least 10.
You can only use
We can do more than 10 then?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing my coconut water.
So you got coconut water?
Yeah, I gave you have one too.
No,
Downstairs.
You have it on the table beside you.
right, so we need one more.
We
then,
need
right?
one more.
Is the grenadine out here?
We need
No,
one,
no.
we need one more
We need
coconut.
one more coconut water.
One more coconut water.
And then pineapple juice.
Yeah, a little less than 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Are you guys allowed to help us? Like, help, are you supposed to help each other? We have to stay at the station, right?
Less than 5 minutes. Shit. Alright, I'm doing this. I'm doing this now.
Yeah, fill it and then have them take it down.
Do you need coconut? Here's
We need one. No, we each
It's one.
need a
It's one
can.
per.
Yeah, we each need a can.
There's one there. How many do you have?
We have
One,
that one and
two.
one more, so we need one more. Unless we just put in half a can. It doesn't say how much to put in.
This funnel is not working.
God.
Oh my god.
Use the funnel, please.
Okay.
Oh, it's full, so just close it up and have to take it. Or you take it. Take it downstairs. Take it downstairs.
coconut water.
Yeah!
Alright, what do you guys need?
No, we're
We're
now.
good. What's that?
Is there another bag of cherries, or there's 2
I mean,
down
you
there
could
for
look
sure.
for more shit in case.
Right.
Yeah. What's the ingredient list?
One more, and then it's coconut water, and then...
Shit.
That's okay. That's okay. Just
I
keep
mean,
going.
I technically already did 10. There's 10 oranges. So.
Alright, mine's. Okay, there's a lot of liquid.
Not on mine.
True. You know what? That was a good thing you maybe.
Maybe accidentally spilt.
Yeah, because.
Thank you.
Oh, that's exactly what
Oh, I should have shook it. Right.
Like, what if, like, did you use all the coconuts?
Another orange.
Wait, we don't do that anymore.
Mm.
Alright, here. I'll hold it.
Did you whisk it?
Oh, I used the fingers.
Mine was with plenty stirred, trust me.
All right. Ready? Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
We're messy. We're gonna get messy.
This is why we're outside.
Yeah. No, keep going.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
I'll blow it.
Nope. I got hands hold it up. Oh, you got it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Run it down.
I'm going.
Right now, we're gonna lose a lot.
As soon as we
How
walked
did you
in,
see it?
because when we walked in and the puzzle was there, I'd come to the left, and the last time we did a puzzle, I was on the back side of the puzzle, and I didn't want to be on the back side of the puzzle, so when I come around this way, that's when he had the puzzles and put them in his fucking pocket. That's why I knew we weren't completing
I
the
have
puzzle.
I've been on him today. On him.
Answer it.
He's such a punk. And so now he's going to throw me under the... And I said, oh, I just dropped it. The puzzle piece dropped.
And
I said...
I did the exact same thing. I was like,
and I-
oh, God,
and I said, oh, I dropped a puzzle. As soon as it dropped, I said, I dropped a puzzle. And then I said, well, there's one right under the table where he had been.
He was giving. He was supposed. He said he was going to pass me like the D's when we were sorting, and he started passing me. I got D's and C's.
I know. And then he's like, and then he wanted to be a punk there at the end, and he was like, well, I can start throwing this. I can start throwing this challenge. I said, what do you mean start? You did that an hour ago.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say that to him?
He's
like, I can start throwing this challenge. I said, what do you mean start throwing this challenge? You threw it the minute we walked in the door. You started throwing the challenge an hour ago.
How is Nick though? Also distracting.
And then he's gonna say I dropped it. As soon as I dropped the piece, I said I just dropped the piece.
Okay, there aren't 10 in each bag.
Yeah, I don't have coconut water yet. I don't think. Here's some coconut water.
Not the bedroom?
The cherries go downstairs.
Huh?
The cherries go downstairs.
Cherries? Like
Yes, cherries.
you mean the grenadine?
There's cherries too.
Where?
I don't know. Somewhere hidden.
Okay, I don't know. Downstairs or out in the thing? Why am I only buying fucking water? You don't need a coconut?
No, nothing in the fridge.
What about over
Nothing
here?
on this
Okay.
side of it.
There might be something.
Same, I haven't found the grenadine yet.
Cherries.
I have whipped cream.
Cherries, they said. The cherries, they said go up here. Or they're not down there.
Somebody double check upstairs for me? I don't know. What? Can we? Is this allowed? Where'd you get that?
Here's cherries.
Here's cherries.
I got cherries. Where'd the cherries go?
Oh, here, whipped cream too. Whipped cream
Is it
too.
downstairs?
Hey, take the whipped cream.
Wait, are you guys
I
cherries?
took them downstairs and they said no.
Downstairs. Downstairs.
I did. I took them and they said it wasn't.
Please go down here. Hey, where's Jesse?
All right, they go downstairs. That's all I was told.
We're missing grenadine. Where the fuck is the grenadine? Sorry, where is the grenadine?
Do you want me to look in the basement?
Okay, go double check. I'll look up here. Like maybe a fresh set of eyes.
Yeah, I didn't.
Alright, I'll go down to. No. Yeah. I don't have orange.
So the antidote. So I was on the Q quality control team with John and Kim. John, for me, has always been sort of like a wild card of who I think could either be like the mole or possibly the winner, because he seems to be playing the game really hard. I know, like when we go into, after we go over the rules for the challenge, he'll usually go up to certain groups and try to explain give tips or strategies of ways that he thinks might be beneficial for us to making the most money possible, which I think it's great, especially if he's an actual player, to help us win as much money as we can. But then there's also the side of me thinking that maybe he's the mole and trying to give possible misdirections or so in other ways. And so he sort of did that with this recipe challenge of telling the runners or so, like, do a little divide and conquer and look for certain items at the beginning, which, yeah, I thought was interesting, but given the time frame and everything, it's still hard to really blame it on anybody that was there.
The antidote challenge was fun. I was on kind of one of the teams with less pressure. We basically had to squeeze these oranges with our bare hands. That was kind of fun. It felt kind of cathartic, maybe releasing some stress off from the first few days of this game. So we just squeezed the hell out of these oranges and filled up bowls with other ingredients, pineapple juice, coconut water, and made this concoction, filled up some flasks or bottles, and then it was out of our hands. So we were just kind of the middlemen. We got the ingredients, made the first step, and then got them down to the people who were taking the shots. And I feel we did our job. There wasn't anyone acting suspicious. Billy did knock his bowl over, and that lost us a lot of the liquid. But I didn't see it as a mole kind of thing because he was, not with us a few minutes later.
The antidote game, another fun game. I'll just tell you, like, my part, me, Corey, and Chad were runners, so we had to run around the house collecting ingredients for not alcoholic. We had to run around the house collecting ingredients to make shots, and we had to go get oranges and pineapple juice and coconut juice and cherries and whipped cream and grenadine. And more sus play, several times we talked about what our role was, what the instructions were, where the certain ingredients went to. There were two teams that we were delivering ingredients to, one on the porch and one in the basement. I made it very clear where they were several times. And we all talked about it, and the producers or whatever, the staff gave us instructions on where they are. As soon as we get in there, where do we take the whipped cream? Where do the cherries go? They go outside? No, they go in the basement. I don't think they go down the basement. I think they go outside. Both Chad and Corey were acting like we didn't talk about this like 3 minutes earlier. They were running down to the basement and then coming back with the ingredients, trying to go to the front porch again and deliver them there when they went to the basement. And we reiterated this several times. Then after the challenge is over, people went in the upstairs bathroom, which Corey was searching the upstairs mostly, and there were ingredients up in the bathroom that they found as soon as they walked in. So more sus behavior there. People not finding ingredients, people not following directions, people questioning it. However, I do think we were able to do a pretty good job and get things where they needed to be. So I don't know if it was true sabotage or just wanting to look suspicious.
We are sitting in a room for an elongated amount of time. We have done so many tasks today that have been time-consuming, draining. We lost Drew, who was one of my main suspects for both quizzes, like of the first two quizzes. So I have been gooped, drained, brain fogged, and headached to my max. And I was like, oh, dinner time. We have another mission. Now, the virus. I'm so drained. I'm so tired. I want it to end. And I also see an opportunity to score something else, because it's often been, as teams, I calculated that if we were going by groups of 3, and there were 11 of us, that's three groups of 3, it's 9, at least 2 left. The 2 people are going to do a special thing, and you're going to wait until the end. And that was my way of thinking. So I wasn't volunteering for anything. I was like, oh, I'm just like tired. I'm not going to volunteer for anything. Everybody else raise your hands, blah, blah. And then Will's like, well, who's left? And it's Dawn and Missy. So me and Dawn get to be little taste testers and get a little sugar in our system. Very little, because the team sucked at this game, I think. They had to find some ingredients. They had to bring it to a thing. They had to squeeze the juice. They had to make us little drinks and bring them to us. And this was awkward and painful to watch on all accounts. Jesse, Corey, and not Matt, the other one. Who cares? We're just running around looking for the things, and then when Matt was trying to serve them to us, he left the tray there, but he had to take the tray back, so Kim had to get it for him, and then he almost knocked it over. There was a lot of suspicious activity going on in this task, and a lot of opportunity for mole activity, and I had heard that Nick was apparently being helpful in this challenge. We'll come back to it. Nick was being helpful in this challenge. What a benevolent mole. We love it. We love to see it. Thanks for the crumbs. Thanks for getting us 8 shots. Luckily, I saw Drew across the table from me, our lovely gentleman, being very official, keeping score between me and Dawn. But I was like, wait, are we not a team? But that's when I knew the person who has more shots is going to get something. But they're all handing the shots to Dawn, and I have no control. And they're very small. They're sweet. She's not going to have a problem with them. So I'm relying on her generosity and the timer to tick down for me to be able to get what is coming my way. And it does. And we tied. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But I did get another Joker. So that was 3. 3 at a time. 5 total. I'm on a roll, and the girlies are getting jealous, and they hate me because they ain't me. Not in the right spot at the right time. Too bad. So sad. No, they kind of really get off my dick about it because it's too much. Sorry, you're not being great. Anyway.
The anecdote challenge was actually quite a fun one, I thought. This was an opportunity. We didn't really know too many details when we volunteered, just that there's going to be some athleticism involved in the first part about it. And so I volunteered for that. There was a component of strength or something. So I was feeling confident about it. And so I ended up being inventory, which meant I had to run around the house, finding different items. And it was fun. It was fairly easy. The only concern I had about it was me, Corey, and Jesse, and we decided to split up by floor. I was in the basement, Jesse was on the ground floor, and Corey was going up to the top. And I found a bunch of stuff right away, but we couldn't find the grenadine. And so we said, all right, everybody switch. Maybe a fresh set of eyes will do it. And I went up to the top floor, and the grenadine was right there, plain as day, in the window. It's a red bottle, the sun shining through it, next to the weasel. I don't know how you miss it. And there was also just a lot of other stuff upstairs, which is the smallest of the areas to search that Corey didn't get. So just raised a little bit of a red flag, maybe he was trying to sabotage a little bit. I don't know. Ultimately, we did our job. We got the supplies where they needed to be, but time was not our friend, and we didn't get as many shots as we wanted. But the good news is that the other teams had a strategy of dumping the excess before the time ran out so that the mole couldn't bank money, which was a good strategy on their part.
Oh, that was fun. We also figured out how to do that one too, make it a little bit quicker. So, we thought there wasn't enough time. There was only 10 minutes, and it took the people forever. We weren't allowed to talk because I was the people that put it, made the shot and took it to the people to drink. So what was that? We were called the quality control, and we figured we were allowed to talk, and people kept coming down saying, where the chairs are supposed to be here. So we just turned around and just faced the wall. So they would know we physically can speak to them. They needed to just figure out what they were doing until we got that last bottle, until we got the first bottle. And then all of a sudden we could speak to everybody. And we were like, stop bringing us shit. We started telling them. And then we only had 3 minutes that when we got it. So we weren't able to do a lot of going back and forth. So we made a deal. We kept asking for the time. And when we got to 30 seconds, we were dumping the bottles because there was a sink. So we dumped the bottles. All I heard was Corey run by, dump the bottles. puzzles, Kim, because I was going down the stairs and he was coming up. I was like, all right, I guess that's my job now. So we got it all out because the mall would have gotten a lot of money. Those 2 bottles were completely full. And we only got, because we only had the 3 minutes, we only got like down to this part of the first bottle. So yeah, we were like, let's not have that money. Nope.
Turns out I'm really good at squeezing oranges with my hands. Life skill you didn't know you wanted / needed. There you go. No, I mean I think it was fun, and thank goodness for our quality control or quality assurance team for like thinking on their feet last minute with that and saving us from giving the mole a lot of money because my team was apparently too ambitious and made a lot of freaking antidote. So there we go.
So what was their quick thinking? What happened?
So from what I was told, because I wasn't down there, obviously, when they were like 30 seconds left, they were like, just squeeze it all out. It's only what's in the bottles. Just squeeze it all out. So the only thing that the mole got was the one shot that they had already poured out. So there we go.
The antidote game. So for the antidote game, I was on the team that had to squeeze some oranges and then pour coconut juice and then coconut water and then pour some other liquid. I think it was pineapple juice. And we had to make like a antidote for a virus that has spread. There was not really much suspicion with that one. That was pretty smooth. The only problem was there were people who were supposed to be finding items, but they weren't finding items. They were walking past them. But no matter what, we ended up getting what we needed and everything done. We wound up getting, I think, $8, and people got jokers.
During the antidote challenge, it was the most fun, I think, for a lot of the players. We had a relay race combined with shot making and shot taking. So there was runners who had to gather ingredients. There was juicers who had to juice all the ingredients together to a cocktail. I was a preparer. We had to put the whipped cream and the cherry on top of the shot glass. And then the drinkers of the shots all had to consume the shots. The person who consumed the most number of shots won a joker. It was a tie. So both the consumers won a joker. During this challenge, there's a few things that I think Kim was doing and Matt were doing. They were both in my team that were off. Matt is being blatant about missing, gaining dollars. He's leaving trays upstairs. He's not helping when he needs to be helping. I don't think he's the mole. I think he's trying to act like the mole. Kim's been high on my radar. No one I've talked to has said Kim. She is a more sneaky mole, and I think there's a stronger chance Kim's the mole than Matt is. And when we came to dump out all of the remaining water, Kim dumped out remaining shot glasses as well, lost us a few dollars, but the mole didn't get any money for that challenge.
For our antidote mission, I was assigned as a runner to go and find all the supplies. So oranges, grenadine, I think we had to find also some little tiny cherries on that side as well, and whipped cream and coconut water. These are scattered all around the house. This wasn't too difficult to find every ingredient that we needed, but we did have a limited time to make these, so time was of the essence. So I made sure I was assigned to go upstairs to find oranges and any of the other ingredients, which we did find millions of oranges, which was easy, but it was difficult finding the coconut water. Eventually, with Chad's help, he was able to help locate where the coconut water was, and we were able to get that quickly out there. But unfortunately, as a team, as a whole, we weren't able to come away with a lot of money for this.
Back at execution number 3. How we feeling? Great.
That was a tough quiz.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. Put out some neat questions.
Thanks for that.
Needs a good word. Good word.
I mean,
Needs.
so what's what they paid me for, right?
Yeah.
It's like the questions are never expired.
Yep.
So we're still gonna be answering questions about like the first day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All week.
Yeah.
You know.
So talk to me a little bit about some of the challenges that you guys did today. What were some of the? Was there any sabotage that you guys saw?
Well,
Let's start
Oh,
with
I
Matt.
don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I choose not to do that.
Well, that was before the other. We've had a quiz since in the second half.
Oh well, still, even still.
Puzzle piece.
We got
I
him.
don't
What happened to the
Puzzle
piece?
Mageddon.
Yeah,
Puzzle Mageddon.
I hope someone finds that piece.
No. If it
Someone
comes out
probably
anytime
ate
now,
it
it's
Yeah.
gonna
at
be
this
taped in
point.
somebody's book, and I'm gonna lose.
There
my
was a lot of
fucking mind.
Pointing of
Yeah.
fingers.
Yep,
Yeah.
there was.
A lot of
I wasn't there for it, so.
deflection.
Yeah, you should not. It was not.
Yeah,
I know.
Who was it that said that?
No
walked in and
answers.
I was red?
Zero answers.
I've never
So
seen
still no
kids so red.
answers.
Yeah.
No, there's
to
not
this
gonna be no
day.
answers.
All right.
Answers for what? I'm sorry, I missed it.
If do you have anything that you wanna to say before we kind of get started here? Now is your time.
I would just like to repeat that Chad is a poker player.
A poker
player. Just like
He
the
does,
trash.
he does not manage a comic book store.
Not a comic.
No, he does the little commentaries, kind of like.
It's
the
like an
football
update on
before-
his life
yeah.
every.
Before Pucker does.
You know what would be a great plot twist is if I was a cop.
Yeah, there you
That would
go.
be.
I will say like earlier.
Just catch me up at the end, what your actual like life
Yeah,
is
let's
like.
talk.
I will say that for this quiz, there was one exemption play and 5 jokers.
5
Oh,
jokers.
Holy.
Shit.
Without further ado, Missy.
I'm.
They were all his. All his jokers were played.
Look at that.
Good job.
Safe.
I didn't play.
Billy.
Well,
Hi guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just a master.
My secret's out. As the envelope rips.
Yeah, mine was stuck real bad last night.
Yeah.
I got them on there.
Woohoo!
Matt. Kim.
Enjoyed it. Had a good time. Sorry. Fuck yeah.
Jesse.
Holy God,
Alright. Dawn.
Oh, I told you.
I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed. Before I was fine if I went out because, well, I wasn't fine if I went out. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I know that other people are like really, really, really invested. And yes, I'm invested, but if I went out, I wasn't going to be like devastated like some of the other players were going to be. But then we did a challenge with a puzzle and I saw a teammate pocket some pieces. And so I really just got angry, and that made me want to stay to really, you know, watch him and see where that went, to see if he was a mole or if he was trying to just appear to be a mole, and that made me want to stay. And so I had decided that I really, really, really wanted to be here and to continue forward. So I am disappointed that I didn't do well on this last quiz, and now I'm gone. With this being my first one, I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't. But I liked the coaching. I did like that. I think that was beneficial. So, and that did excite me as well. So I was ready to move forward with that advice, and that excited me. So I was ready to move forward with that, especially with what I had learned from the teammate pocketing the puzzle pieces. So I was ready to move forward and, you know, implement everything with that. But I just, I don't know. I was just ready to, and now I've lost your question. So there we go.
What advice do you have for anybody that
Oh, the very first time that I got here, I thought it was windy, and I'm still thinking that it's windy. But I also thought it was Drew until Drew left. The teammate that stuck the puzzle pieces in their pocket was John, but I'm not sold completely that it's John. I haven't decided, but John was doing other things as well, so I don't know. I wasn't sure. I was watching John as well from the time he put the pieces into his pocket, but I'm still on Wendy. I'm not sure on Chad yet either.
Dawn, I like to. She always would always like. We would always look at each other and just like give a nice laugh and everything too, because yeah, she's always like nice and bubbly and everything. And so yeah, sad that she's gone, but yeah.
Dawn, I kind of personally feel like Dawn checked out a little while ago. Not a bad thing. I feel like it's very on brand with Dawn. Again, which is a little bit weird because she was the most thorough note taker. She literally brought copies of dossiers that she made from home and was always scouring her notes, but at the same time couldn't be bothered for anything. Like, didn't really seem that worried, and just sort of mentally was not here with everyone, but like, but she really has a great energy. I mean, when she is here, focused and present, and she's making everyone laugh, but she wasn't shocked to leave, and I don't think anyone else was shocked by that either.
Dawn was such an like weird. Dawn is another fantastic person. She's super nice. However, she was like an enigma. I could not tell where her head was at. She seemed a little bit checked out, but I couldn't tell if it was an act and she was pretending or if she had truly kind of checked out. And she was raising quickly on my list. She hadn't made it towards the top yet, but she was moving up the ranks. I had her mostly towards the bottom, and then this quiz right before, I kind of moved her up towards the middle, and I was starting to become more and more suspicious of her. But then it turned out that was unwarranted. This game is tough because you have reason to suspect everybody, and Dawn was another person who was starting to be suspicious to me, so it's sad that people are getting eliminated, but it's good that I'm still in the game.
One was, again, nerve-wracking. This time I did have a joker in my pocket that was in the puzzle that we put together. Kim dumped it out. All the puzzle pieces fell out, and there was the joker, the green joker, and I was just quick enough, and I'm just like, I'll take that and put it in my pocket. Everybody saw, but I knew I was going to use it because, again, I just was not very confident. And that particular quiz was tough. Like, there were some questions I just flat out did not know the answers to. I made the best educated guesses that I could, and then, keep your fingers crossed. And we went to the execution, and my name didn't come up early, and so a bunch of other people's did, and they started drawing green card, green card, green card. And you see it go from, all right, there's 10 players, 1 in 10 chance, to 1 in 9, to 1 in 8, to 1 in 7, and it's dwindling, and you're thinking, oh no, like could this be it? And then it got to Dawn, and I thought, if Dawn has a green card, I'm probably in big trouble, because she was really nervous. She came down and just didn't feel good. You could tell she didn't feel good about the quiz, and so I thought to myself, well, if she does pass it, it's a bad sign for me. And I like Dawn. Dawn was one of my early suspects. Kind of faded down the line, and I hate to see her go as somebody I like, but for my game, it was a relief to see her pull the red card.
I thought she was going home. I thought it was going to be her or Wendy. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, am I jinxing myself? Because it's since Dawn went home and Drew went home, they're going down in age. He was the oldest, she was the next, and now it's me. So I better not be jinxing. I'm like, what is this, like ageism? But I thought it was going to be Dawn or Wendy, just because how Dawn was really upset after the second quiz, and Wendy's been upset all day. She's like, I'm trying. She goes, but I don't know. But I think Wendy buddied up with Jessie a lot yesterday, and I think that actually helped her with figuring out more stuff and remembering things. And Dawn never really buddied. She talks to people, but she never really sat down and worked with anybody. And she claimed she had memory problems, and someone who's memory problems needed to be working with somebody. So, and then she went out.
She came in so prepared. I was like, holy crap, she's gonna win this whole thing. She's had experience with other reality games. Something which everyone in this group has except for me. And so I genuinely was ridiculously super shocked when she pulled out that red card. But at the same time, I started tearing up because I'm like, holy shit, I made it another round. And so I was relieved about that. But also and I know it's a me problem, but I also have to get rid of the guilt of holy crap, someone else went home and not me, and they're probably more deserving to be here. But yeah, no, that was it definitely was shocking that she was the one that went home for me.
Dawn and I we connected because we share a room, so we connected in the room, but we just never seemed to really connect in the game. I think she's nothing but a ball of laughter. She brought the laughs to everybody, so to have her not here anymore is actually gonna be pretty hard.
So Dawn's been pretty steady that she's not good at the game. She's worried about going home. Her time finally came. It was very sad. Everyone loved Dawn. At one point, I thought she might be sneaking around, trying to act like a player who doesn't know anything, being the mole. But she was never high on my list as well. We weren't that close.